Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining me here today so that we could discuss See No Evil, Hear No Evil. So this movie stars Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder as two complete strangers who find themselves, find their fates intertwined whenever Richard Pryor goes to apply for a job at Gene Wilder's kind of like newsstand. And in the process of applying, they both end up implicated in a murder. The police come in, they're standing over the dead body and it looks like they're pretty much cooked. They have to work together to try to navigate getting enough freedom and leeway from the cops that they can investigate their own case and figure out exactly what's going on here. One of the issues, however, is that Richard Pryor is blind and Gene Wilder is deaf. And so when I say they have to work together, they have to really work together to make this situation, to have a chance to clear their names. So this movie is outlandish. The premise sounds really like restrictive, and it is in a way. But I feel like it really drives a lot of creativity in this movie, since you can't rely on a lot of the same old, jokes and pratfalls and conventions. And if you do, you have to kind of like twist them enough to where they make sense for kind of like this more unique premise. So, I think they do a good job in that. I think this movie's very funny. I think a lot of the reason that it's funny, though, is because of Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor. I think they elevate the material, but I do think the writing here is really good. And I think they do a good job of putting the premise into practice of creating these situations where they can explore, the limitations involved and how they can work together to overcome them, stuff like that. And then they just use it really well just for really funny, out of pocket moments as well. Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder, great great separately, fantastic together. But let's talk about JoN Severance in this movie, okay? Wow. There's an amazing scene where she's in the shower and Gene Wilder's just outside the shower. The angle used in this shot should be studied in film classes around the world. JoN Severance, thank you for taking this role. What a performance. Looks amazing. Definitely plays like the villainess really well here. But, this movie, it's funny. It's got a great cast. It's also got Kevin Spacey in one of his strangest roles. Such a weirdo. It's just a weirdo role, but really fun to watch. So I think this movie's got a great cast. It's got an epic cast. I mean, Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor. But I think it's funny. I think it's creative. I think it's intelligent. And JoN Severance c'est magnifique. What an amazing looking performance from her. But anyway, before I start using more bad French accents, that's my review. I think it's a great movie. Definitely recommend it if you're a fan of old school comedies or any of the cast members involved, or you just like to appreciate the female form. JoN Severance has got it here for you. Anyway, that's my review for See No Evil, Hear No Evil. If you want to check out more, I've got an entire playlist right here on YouTube. But until then, thanks for watching this review, and hopefully I'll see you soon.